Welcome to our Health and Safety in a Construction Environment online course, which can be purchased with a Level 1 qualification, taken online using the City & Guilds Remote Invigilation Service. In this tutorial, we will cover essential course and site navigation and the requirements for booking the exam. When you first log into Learning Lounge, you should find yourself on the course homepage. If you purchase through a third party, it is likely that this page and the course contents will have been tailored to that company, but in essence, site and course navigation will be the same. If, when you log in, you don't land on this page, you may have landed on the Learning Lounge dashboard instead. Here, to get back to the course homepage, which is the best place to launch the course content, please click on the Suites tab and select the CSCS card course title with the description that starts "This course and qualification." This will take you back to the course homepage. At this stage, double-check that the heart icon has been selected and is dark. If not, click on it to set the course homepage as your default page. Underneath the Course Units header, we can see 5 course units and the final assessment. Within each unit icon, we can see there is a progress bar. Now here, because I've been working through the course, it is showing as light brown. However, when a unit is fully worked through, it will turn green. Importantly, please note that Units 1 to 5 do not need to be fully green for you to take the formal City & Guilds exam. Our only requirement to be able to book your formal City & Guilds exam is for you to pass the final assessment. The reason for this is to allow those who have prior health and safety knowledge and site experience to skip topics they're familiar with. To launch any of the units, just click on the image. If you have a green arrow up here, you can click on it to turn it off. If you do click on the Start icon, you will see that the only option not greyed out is Suspend, which is to save your progress and stop learning. If you do find yourself here, just close this window, as the content is already running. If you're returning to study, click on Resume. This will take you to the last slide you were looking at. You can see that the ticks here show that I've already worked through this unit. Hovering over any video will reveal the video controls, including a full screen icon. You can click on this again to return the video to the learning window. Other controls include the previous and next buttons to navigate sequentially through the slides. Occasionally, these are greyed out until a video or activity has completed. You can also use the left-hand menu to directly jump to slides. If at any time you wish to leave your learning, even if to take a break for no more than 15 minutes, we strongly recommend clicking on the Start button and then choosing Suspend. You can then close your browser safely. When returning, if you land on the dashboard, click on the Suite tab to choose the course homepage. If you're satisfied that you're ready for the final assessment, you can launch that from the course homepage. It's important to note that there are options for both practice exams and the final assessment. You can repeat these as often as required during your enrolment. The only way to launch the final assessment is by clicking on the Start button on the bottom left. Please note that doing a 45-question practice exam will not be accepted for booking your formal City & Guilds exam. When you've launched the final assessment, you'll see the questions listed by number, which you can click on to jump to a question. You finish the exam whenever you want, within the time allowed, by clicking the Finish button and then confirming. Obviously, I've failed here, and if I genuinely did score like this, the bar charts are indicating that I really should work through the whole course in detail before trying the final assessment again. Fortunately, if I click on the Home button here, I can see that I have already had a successful attempt, scoring 96%. The pass mark for the final assessment is 80%, which is the same as the formal City & Guilds exam. As this is a high pass mark, we strongly recommend continued practice with a personal target score of 90%. Upon successfully passing the final assessment, the buttons for booking the formal exam or downloading a completion certificate are available. Clicking on Book Your Final Exam allows you to fill in some details to be emailed to us. However, if you purchase through a third party, they may have given you alternative instructions for booking the exam with them. Clicking on the Certificate of Achievement button allows you to download the Learning Lounge certificate. This is not your exam certificate, but you may need to supply it as evidence of completing the course so that you can book the formal City and Guilds exam. Clicking on the Home icon above the Learning window brings us back to the course homepage. There is an icon under Course Resources which can be clicked on to see a detailed course progress record. Here, each slide is listed with a timestamp of when you visited it. Next to the Course Progress icon is another icon that takes you to the course support pages, including the page which includes this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and enjoy your study.